but I
Yeah,
left
no,
normal time. I didn't do overtime today.
I just got lucky yesterday. That's all. It was super slow in the morning, and then like maybe half an hour was a little bit busy, and then the rest of the day was completely dead.
Nice.
And I typically don't start until like 11 o'clock, but like as soon as I sat down, fired one out.
Screw it. So, guys, how are you guys doing tonight? How's everything going?
You're going good.
Pretty good. Can't complain.
Sorry for the delay, people. If you're watching us live, these white people don't know how to get here on time, and you know,
blame us.
Yeah. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But if you guys can see, tonight we are reviewing the movie Psycho. We're actually doing the original and the remake, and I'm gonna say right now, as far as remakes go, I don't really know how to word this, but you know what? Fuck it. Like, this is the first remake that I can think of where the movie was like damn near shot for shot. Yeah. Like the Evil Dead and Evil Dead, yes, they had their parts, but this was so much more. Usually when you see remake or reboot or whatever, it's like they're telling the same story, sometimes a little deeper, sometimes they change a few things. A lot of times they change a few things up. It's not like this was damn near like literally scene for scene, shot for shot for the most part.
Even the camera shots, like the same how they did with the cameras
and stuff. Yeah, one was in black and white, one was in color. Of course they had like different vehicles. The money was different in the original, which we'll get into it. But the original, the money that the woman took was $40,000, and this one in the remake, $40,000. But it makes sense because it's 1960, and what was it? 1998. So it makes
98. Yeah,
I mean, it's 8 years. That makes sense. Like that's gonna be a thing to where it's like that guy's talking about he's getting this beautiful house, this, that, and the third for him and his wife, or no, for his daughter and her husband, her future husband. It's $40,000 in the original, and the new one it's $400,000, and he's kind of being flirty with the lady and making it.
It was exactly like.
Actually, I won't even say being flirty because what he was doing, what would be considered Me Too at this, the whole Me Too thing. The shit he was saying basically, like when she was like, for example, when she wanted to leave work because she wanted to go relax or whatever, he's like, the best place to relax is Vegas, or the best vacation you can have is Vegas. And she said she's just going to go home and go to bed. And he was like, well, he said, well, okay, Vegas is second best to that or something.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's all over. It's all out there.
Well, how else are you going to flirt today? What are you supposed to say? Hi, my name is this. You're just going to give your profile? Like, that's what flirting is. Like, definition of flirting, right? Now you heard worse. That's what I'm getting at.
Oh, of course.
There is way worse than that. He did the little.
Hey guys, is there something wrong with the screen there? Because I can't see any of yous or myself.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I see everybody.
Yeah,
okay,
me too.
So I'll just refresh then.
Okay.
Yeah, because we can see Kyle.
Technical difficulty.
What am I missing? Oh. Hey.
Oh. There we go. Back in action. So yeah, it's crazy how they did that. It's like, I never heard of the remake. I didn't know they made one.
Honestly, I didn't either. And Kyle,
the whole show, Henry. Have a good night. We're off. He said, "What did we miss?" I said, "The whole thing. We're done."
We literally just because of these Caucasians, Henry. They don't know how to be on time, like us African American folk, us colored folk. So we started a little late, but it's okay. It's not their fault. They can't help it. They can't help the way they are. Before we get too deep in anything, guys, I do want to figure out what we all. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't watch anything as far as movies for today because I watched these two. I could have watched more movies. I just didn't. I was watching a bunch of podcasts and stuff like that earlier, just laughing all day. Besides, watching these movies and working and stuff. But yeah, I could say like I've been watching. If you guys remember Dinosaurs,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not the mama.
not the mom. So I've been watching that, and that's what else did I watch? That's basically it. I mean, like I said, I was watching Practical Jokers.
Yeah. Mine's quick. I watched what you watched on Tuesday or Monday, Kyle. Bloody Hell.
Yeah. What'd you
I
think?
checked it out. I liked it. It was very entertaining. I like the personality. I like how he talks to us like an alter ego type shit.
Yeah. It's
was-
awesome. I love it.
Yeah, it's entertaining. It was a good movie. I enjoyed it. Then I watched only one episode. It's on Amazon Prime, Aaron. It's called Them. Did you ever hear that one?
I did. My brother told me to check it out. I want to watch
Check
that.
it out. It's fucked up. The first episode is fucked up.
Hang on, James. Let me just I'll pull up on what you call it. Jacob's Wife? Nah.
No.
What genre is that, Henry? But
It's
dinosaur.
a horror vampire movie with Barbara Crampton.
Would you say you watch Bloody Hell?
Yeah.
Kyle, I have your movies on the thing.
Oh, I know.
No, it was one of Kyle's from last week. I'm on Tuesday.
What was it called again?
Bloody Hell.
That's it right there, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Very entertaining.
And then you said Them.
Damn, yeah, it's on Amazon Prime. I only watched one episode right now. As of right now, it's yeah, check it out. It's fucked up. It's basically based in 1950s.
Mhm.
An African American couple move into it's Compton, but it's all white. So they're like the only one on the street. And here's the white thing back in the day, dude. If they did this for real, I'll go out there. I'll be in a fight every day. All the women, it's kind of like Bedford Wives. They all grab lawn chairs and shit in the middle of the road, right in front of their house, and just stare at the house. Each one has a radio on a table with a drink, and every radio has a different song. And they just sit there and stare at them, like all creepy like shit. It's weird. I got a feeling it's gonna get really crazy.
I forgot our names aren't pulled up. And then for Kyle, he's watched a few movies. So let's start with this one right here.
How's it going, Phil? Creepy videos.
Phil, thanks for popping in, man. We greatly appreciate.
Oh, I was going to check this out, Monster Hunter.
So let's see here. It's based on the game of the same name. I guess a Capcom game. I knew nothing about that, so I went
heard
in.
of it before.
I went in essentially fresh. It's about a team. I guess military, something like that.
Yeah.
A military team who travels to a new world.
Like by accident, right? They
Yeah,
go
by
through a
accident,
time-
and they battle enormous enemies. I just stole shit from IMDb because I know the last time I didn't do too good at fucking talking about the films.
Yeah, it has dragons and everything in that fucking thing.
Yeah, and all sorts of cool creatures. Like the effects are awesome. Monsters look pretty cool. Lots of action, mostly CGI, but of course, like you got giant monsters. It's the easiest way to do it. I didn't find that there was much of a story to it because, like, again, I didn't follow any games, so I didn't have any background to it. Yes, there was like bits and pieces of dialogue here, but the two leads are speaking two completely different languages, so it's mostly action based, right? But I enjoyed it to a degree, but nothing I'd go back and watch again.
Okay. What about this one?
Saint Maud. This one I have to watch again because I was confused by a few parts. It's about a nurse who becomes obsessed with saving the souls of her dying patients. It's weird, and there's a few of those like moments that kind of get to you. Like I'm not even gonna ruin it, but there's a scene that like I just started cringing watching it. I definitely need to watch it again because, like I said, there's a few things that I missed here and there. Endings just like holy shit, and yeah. The hand job scene, yes, and there's a hand job scene in Saint Maud as well. Thanks, Phil.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get up to the comments. So, Base Hotel, I have heard. I actually started it with Francis a while ago, Henry. I got to go back and start that over, especially since I seen Psycho. Go back and because I really, really, really enjoyed that series.
Yeah, I seen like the first 2 seasons.
I believe I think I seen the first 2 as well. Let's see, Phil or Miles replying to Henry, asking if it was any good. Phil hated the ending, but it was enjoyable. Good hand job scene.
I never seen it, so I don't know.
Good hand jobs are great. Anytime you get the wee touched, it's great. I blame society.
This one was weird. It's about a struggling filmmaker who realizes that the skill set to make a movie is the same as to commit the perfect murder. It's kind of like a documentary found footage style, so it's low budget. It's reminiscent of Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon, I believe it's called. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but that's like a documentary style film where it follows this guy who's going to become a serial killer or something like that.
Okay.
So it's got like the same feel to that, but it's just like it's wacky. It's like a funny concept with how she comes about it, and it's got good pacing. So definitely something to check out if you feel like it.
All right.
Yeah, I really wanted to watch it today. I just didn't. I'll probably get back in. Yeah, actually tomorrow I will. Fear of Rain.
All right, so this one the title threw me off a couple of times.
Low-hanging fruit, but we know what kind of she was talking about. That yellow. Gotcha, girl. This that yellow liquid from Kells.
Oh man.
Anyways, it's about a schizophrenic girl who struggles with hallucinations and suspects her neighbor of having kidnapped a child.
Oh shit!
So it's like, are you seeing this shit? Like, what's going on? It's a really good story. It reminds me of Rear Window or recently Disturbia, I guess.
Never seen any of those.
Like the title itself, like I thought it was the stupidest title, but I went in there blind just based on the title. And it kind of has a few meanings, but I really enjoyed it. There's a lot of good twists in it. Definitely something that I would suggest to watch as well.
Really?
Speaking of Rear Window, that's a Hitchcock movie too, right?
It is, yes.
Yeah. So I only seen 3 Hitchcock movies.
You know, it's funny.
Birds,
I seen
Psycho, and Rear Window.
I never seen that. And you know what's funny though? I'm being dead serious because I had this conversation with James. I think earlier this week. I don't know if I talked to you about this or not, Kyle. But I was like, what I may start doing is for both shows, for Popcorn and Pints and for Horror with Sir Sturdy, just like when I'm watching movies during the week in general. When we're getting ready to review a movie, like for this, I'm into watch more Hitchcock movies. Just I was thinking of either watching a movie from the director or from like the main actor, and I just didn't today. But that's something I was like, that way I can kind of see how they do different shit. You know what I mean? How they do different things. Like I did it. Matter of fact, I did it because I did it for Tuesday for Blue Sunshine. I watched Blue Sunshine and
the Santa's Helper.
No, not Santa's Helper. The Devil's Helper or something like that.
Satan's Little Helper.
Satan's Little Helper. That's it. That's Santa.
And they were both by the same director, and it was just kind of interesting. So I'm like, I want to start doing it to kind of see what they like, especially if it's from the same director and it's the same genre. If it's real different type of, for this, it's horror. If it's a real different type of horror movie, or if it's this like similar aspects or whatever the case may be. So I want to try to start doing that. I just have to remember to do that and then actually do it. But I think it'll be another fun thing to kind of just try to do, another thing we're shooting around. If I believe I made a Yellow Sunshine reference. Anytime somebody mentions R. Kelly on this, I feel like I have to pull these up. I have to pull the R. Kelly gifts up. Killing me with this shit, and then him just dancing.
Crazy.
It's just necessary. But yeah, anyways, just something a little bit different, a little more, a little fun to do for.
Yeah.
And it gets me watching different movies, other horror movies, or people are like, how haven't you seen this? I'm like, I just haven't seen it. Again, I hate the phrase "you're not a horror fan because you haven't seen blah 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 blah." If you watch horror, you're a horror fan. Simple as
No,
that. You don't watch certain movies because you weren't introduced to them,
No,
or you
exactly.
had no, like Henry's never seen Jaws, and he has no interest in watching Jaws. He's not very big on animal horror, even though I thought Jaws was a really good movie.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
But that's fair,
Just like everybody and their dog likes the original Suspiria, and I personally don't like it. It's beautifully filmed. Like, I understand the story and what it's done for horror, but like I still don't give a shit about the film.
That's how I feel about the Scream franchise, especially all of them. The first one's the best one, yes, but it's still like, okay at best for me. I'll say that. It's again, it's back around that time when like that. I Know What You Did Last Summer came out, and like movies like that, they were okay. They were fun to watch maybe one time, especially back then. I would watch them again though. Don't get me wrong. If they're on the wheel, I'll definitely watch them and review them because it's something that interests me. Like I want to see I Know What You Did Last Summer again. Maybe I'll watch it one of these days, just because. I mean,
what about Final Stab? That one that I showed you today.
Is that a real movie?
It's a real movie. Yeah, the link that I sent you, it's up on YouTube for free. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a Scream ripoff that's going to end up being better than Scream.
I want to see it. And
wow.
We may have to throw that on the wheel.
Is it a fan made, or is it like someone really made it?
No, I think it's like a lower budget. Let's see here.
I'll see if I can find a picture of it and I'll pull it up.
I don't know how well that's going to go, but
yeah, Kyle, I'll pull one up or something. Or Final Stab. Right?
Yeah. 2001 if required.
Okay.
Yep. Got it. Let's see if I can find a bigger picture at least. Not really. Nah, fuck it. No, I'm gonna share. I'm gonna share it. Just I couldn't find a bigger
fuck it
picture for it.
Fuck you, Google. Oh yeah, there you go. That's good enough.
I just saw that Weasel Juice fake poster.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I gotta send that to my buddy.
But I mean, into these movies, though, Psycho. Before we get started, before we get reviewing, what was the person's name? Because that's what we're calling the rating.
What do you mean, Norman?
Kyle knows what I'm talking about with the buttholes.
Oh, Anne Heche.
Oh, Anne Heche, yeah.
ANNHASH.
HECHE.
HECHE.
Hang on.
So it's ANNE. Anne. I didn't see her in a long time. Did she stop acting or something? She disappeared.
And then how do you spell that?
HECHE.
Oh,
how many Anne H buttholes?
Yep. Buttholes, is that one or two? That's two words.
No, I think you can combine them. I think it works.
He's just staring at the screen like, what did I just pull up?
It's like, oops.
How many Anne H buttholes would you give? You know what? Do you want to rate them together? Or do you want to rate them as separate?
We have to rate them separately.
Okay, so Anne Heche, she was in the remake?
Yeah.
Yes, 98.
Let's do the remake first then. Let's review the remake first and whatever. How many Anne Heche buttholes would you give the remake? And we got to think of a thingy for the first one then.
Cans of Hershey syrup, because that's what they use for the blood in the original.
Cans of Hershey syrup.
Or flushing toilets, because that was the first time that was ever done on screen.
Oh, wow.
That's perfect for R. Kelly.
Damn it.
All right.
It's hard to rate it because it's like they went fucking basically scene by scene copying. It's just a little twist there, like little stuff they added. But yeah, you can go first, Kyle. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm previously when I've seen it, just knowing that like, oh shit, they just like they kind of ripped this off. Mind you, I haven't seen it in like this is like 2003, 2004. If that. I at that time I thought like, oh, you just completely ripped off the original. This is stupid, blah blah blah. I would have given it a 2. Watching it now, the fact that they had enough respect to keep that what was a master or what is a masterpiece intact for the most part, and fill it with pretty much great actors like from top to bottom, except for Viggo Mortensen. His style or his cowboy thing didn't suit what was going on. But other than that, like I'd give it a 6, 6.5.
6.5
All right.
goals.
Now, I'm with Kyle on that. So this is the first time I've ever seen a remake that close of the original.
Same here.
So I mean, word for word, it's like they're reading
Damn
the
near.
same script. The only thing I had a double take. I don't remember the dude naked when she said you got to put your shoes on. The other dude was completely dressed, wasn't he? In the first one,
I forgot. But
so, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh,
with that,
I was on mute. He had pants on.
with that
Yeah.
scene, though, James, in the original, they're in the hotel. Both of them are in the hotel room. In the remake, sorry, you heard people fucking in another room.
Yeah, you heard that too. I heard.
Pounded out.
That was one more thing that because I would have given it like a 7, but the fucking the sound decisions, like I don't know what the hell was up with that. Like the what's her face enters the hotel, Marion Crane enters the hotel and it's raining and they're trying to talk and the rain is like coming over the speech.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then
like
all of a
it's
sudden it
rain,
just
it's louder
stops.
than everything else.
Exactly, and then it just stops and then they're still conversing. And it's like, okay, I understand that's probably like, an artistic choice, but as you get deeper into the movie, important parts are being covered by like really weird fucking noises, like car
Yeah.
alarms and like Aaron was saying, people fucking in the background.
Yeah.
Like
I wasn't mad at it though.
It made me laugh.
that I wasn't mad at, but like at the important scenes, like at the end
Yeah,
when the
I could-
prosecutor was talking, he was getting completely cut off, and like I could think that they put it in there as like, hey, there's a lot of shit going through like the sister's mind as they're saying that, but she looks like she's focused and listening to him, so it did make sense to me.
Yeah. But I'm with you, Kyle. I'm going to give this one a 6. It's just it surprised me that it was so like modern. It's just the same movie. It's just modern time when it came out. Like they even said the year. It's 1998, basically.
Yeah, like that was like the intro was the exact same thing,
Yeah,
except
I
they
was
added
like-
the year.
Yeah, I was like, okay. So it's modern times for that when it came out, and yeah, I was like, what the fuck? It's like you could follow along because I watched the original first.
Yep.
And what they were saying, I was like, they're going word from word with this shit. I'm like, holy crap! That's the first time I ever seen that for a remake.
Yeah, no, like everything, like the way that things were being said, like when Norman Bates is talking about his mother being an invalid, and he goes,
Yeah.
she's an invalid, an invalid, and then fucking Vince Vaughn does basically the exact same thing.
Same thing. And I'm shocked that like I never knew they did this. I did not know Vince Vaughn. I was shocked I seen him. I was like, holy fuck, it's a younger Vince Vaughn.
Yep.
Well,
like
then I
that
see and Hayes. I was like, there's a lot of people on here. You got
Yeah,
what? Julianne Moore.
Yeah. William H.
Macy.
I forgot that he
Macy.
was in there. He's fucking fantastic in everything except for
Yeah.
the Jurassic Park 3. His character annoyed the piss out of me on that one. But everything else he's in, he's gold, right?
Annoyed
Yeah, but
you, Kyle.
they had a good cast though.
I heard that.
So yeah, I'll give this one a. I liked it. Don't get me wrong. How you not like it? Because it's basically the same fucking movie.
Yeah.
You know? So, I give it a 6. And Hayes buttholes.
6. Okay. My turn? Are you good? You guys good? My
Yep,
turn?
we already went. Yep, it's your turn.
Okay. So I'm going to say this. I'm going to tell you guys this right now. First time watch both movies for me. Very first time watch.
Yeah, she was.
Jamie Lee Curtis was the mother who was stabbed in the shower in the original. Yeah, she was.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, I think it was recently. Jamie Lee Curtis did a
The photo shoot.
photo shoot of a reenaction of her mother's scene. And I believe it was also in black and white. And
Yep.
yes, the butthole scene, you see Anne Heche's butthole in this movie.
When she gets stabbed and falls over the edge of the tub.
There is a song about it as well that somebody wrote. I've already sent it to Aaron. I'm sure he'll send it to you later.
Oh, I got it. Yeah, send it to me. I want to hear it too.
Well, what I meant, James, what I meant to do, I just forgot because I was wrapping up with work. That's the real reason why we're starting late, because I was finishing up work shit. But I was gonna play it before we went live. I know we're talking because the whole copyright shit. So if you guys remind me when we're done recording, I'll play it before. You know what I mean? Because here's what I wanted to do, and I hope I can remember to do this in the future. If we find something funny about a movie, play it before we watch it. So if we go into it talking about what we're, say we go into this episode talking about that song and we're laughing about that song as we're going live. I want to do that and tell people, hey, listen, go check this shit out. It's fucking fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, buttholes. But
Not just buttholes, Anne Heche's buttholes.
yes. Oh yeah. As far as that goes, I guess let me pull that Anne Heche's buttholes thing back up before I give my rating. Where is it at? Captions right here. So I'm going to give this movie a solid. I'm going to give it a 7. Matter of fact, I'm going to give it a 7.5 because it was, like I said, it was damn near shot for shot. I enjoyed it. I had fun with it. It was very fucking entertaining. It was cool to see Vince Vaughn in more of a serious type of dark role, like a creepy, weird role. Because I'm used to seeing him in comedy. I'm used to seeing him funny.
Yep, same here.
Not saying which just proves he could pull off something more serious. I still like him better in comedy, even if it's like a serious type. You know what I mean? How they have comedies have like the little serious tones or like a romantic comedy type of shit. But he was not bad in this role at all. I feel like with comedians or like people that do a lot of comedy type of movies, they're great for these kind of weird, kind of psychotic, sketchy character roles. I feel like they're damn near perfect for it. But yeah, it was. I gave it a 7.5. It's definitely worth a watch. Does it live up to the original? No, but to me, it's not that far off. Like this rating and the original rating for me are going to be very, very close. I'll just say that. It's one of those things to where like I know how I always say I wish I watched these movies like when I was younger, which I do for a lot of these movies, or I wish, you know what I mean, or just introduced them a lot younger. But I go back and I think about it. I'm like, I'm kind of happy that I watch them now because I'm more mature now. As far as like back in the day when I was a kid, especially watching horror movies, you want to see cool kills, you want to see titties and blood. I mean, I still want to see titties and blood. Don't get me wrong, I love it, but I'm more into the stories for the horror movies now. Like I'm more deeper, like the deep stories and all that good shit, plus the blood, guts, and all the other shit that happens in horror, like everything that happens in horror, but like with a deeper story. I really enjoy those. More of those mindfuck type of things. Slasher still always gonna be my favorite, hands down. But just something that really makes you think and really kind of draws you in and pulls you in because the story's good, not just because they're showing cool kills. And this is one of those for me that where I had to kind of like, as a matter of fact, when I thought I was watching the wrong movie. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. When I first started watching it, because like the way it starts out, you don't think it's gonna happen like that. You're thinking like this woman. So basically, she has this job or whatever. She's talking to this guy that she's with. She has this job. I forgot or it's something with real estate because there's a guy that's coming in to buy a house from, I'm guessing, this agency or whatever, or the real estate that represents the house, however that bullshit goes. And long story short, guy comes in the remake talking about buying a house for his daughter and her husband or future husband. And the house is 400, I believe it's 400 grand from that.
Yeah, 400,000. Yeah.
He brings $400,000 cash to this, which is just fucking stupid. Who does that?
But that's one thing that they did too. The buddy addressed it, like, why are you walking around with like cash like that? That's not how we do business.
I'd rather you bring a check. And then he was like, I'll lock it up in the safe for the weekend. And he's like, you know what? Better yet, you take this and bring it to the bank, and she fucking takes it.
Yeah.
She
So
takes-
the cowboy says he don't carry a amount that he won't miss or something.
something.
So
Yeah,
basically, if it falls out of his pocket, he goes, "Oops."
he won't carry an amount that that he won't miss or that he can't afford or some shit that he
Yeah,
can't move.
yeah.
And I'm just like, that's so cocky and arrogant. It's cool to an extent, but it's so cocky and arrogant. I'm like,
I know it is. It's Mayweather walking around with $1 million suitcase.
If I'm a millionaire, if I'm a billionaire and I'm about to buy something, why carry that kind of money? Just here's the check. My check's, fucking, well, here's the check. It's Monday. I need the house tomorrow, man. You know what I mean? Here's here's $5,000 cash to speed this process up. But I'm not going to be carrying $400,000. $5,000, boom. You're going to get a car or whatever. You know what I mean? You're going to do certain things. $5,000-$10,000, boom. But $400,000, man, shit, fuck that.
Nope.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So
it's like $1,000 bills.
if they were to remake it again, let's say in like 10 years from now, that character would probably be replaced by like a drug dealer, like a visible drug dealer.
Yeah. Just loads of cash because that's the only way they pay.
Be like,
we
this
got cash.
Yeah, this is the only thing I do is pay cash. Here.
Yeah.
No paper trails.
Here's a suitcase. It's Floyd Mayweather coming in.
It made sense because of why she ends up at the Bates Motel, but it was just like it almost felt like you were watching a different movie for those scenes all the way up till it got to the Bates Motel. You feel like you're watching a different movie. You don't feel like you're watching a horror movie, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, it builds up to it.
To me, this
a thriller.
To me, this almost started out like a fucking Lifetime movie. Think about it. Single woman. She's tired of her job. She's tired of this, that, and the third. She's waiting for that break, and then the $400,000, boom, she takes it and runs off. And maybe her plans were to run off and then call her boyfriend, like, "Hey, this is where I'm at. Don't tell anybody. Blah blah blah. Get your ass here." Or she was going to find some new dick. Who knows?
Well, no, she stole it to get him out of debt so they can be together.
It's true. So she was getting it for him. So which means she was meet up. That's true. That's very true.
Yeah, because I didn't catch it in the remake, but in the original, probably because that fucking rain thing. But when they were talking about like, oh, how far is wherever the hell he lives? Like, oh, it's only 15 miles. And
that's right.
Yeah. So it's like she knew she was close. Like, whatever, I'll just sleep here tonight. And then.
Yeah. She was going to go meet up with Sam and she was going to say, "Hey, I did something, but I got the money to get out of debt. We can run away. We can be together finally, blah, blah, blah." So yeah, that's some balls right there, though.
Yeah, he's right. But it's weed, so it's not a drug. It's a beautiful plant, which I have right in front of me. But I gotta go back and watch that. Really, just because Henry brought it up again. Bates Motel. Did you guys watch that series on Netflix?
I'd say 2 seasons.
I watched the whole thing.
What did you guys think of it? From what you remember, like
for the first 2 seasons, I liked it. Now there's people complaining when they kept going. I don't even know how many seasons. I forgot. Was it 3 or 4? Was it 4?
I believe it was 4.
So people said it started going like weirdish, but you know that's some people's opinions. I liked watching shit myself and figuring out what.
I understand what they could mean by that. Because I believe it's season 3. It kind of like it kind of deviates from where it originally was aiming to go, but it also builds up this the characters that are going through that whole thing prior to what the movie is, right? Yeah. So you can understand what's going on. You get a deeper dive into like the mental state that Norman's in and shit like that. So
it gets weird. Give it another shot, Jimbo.
I'm gonna finish it.
I'm gonna start it over.
I lost track of it. Like I don't even know how I stopped watching because I used to watch the shit nightly. I think work started getting crazy. I was waking up mad early and going to sleep mad early. I used to stay up to like 2 a.m, just binge watching TV.
Yeah.
But then I was just so beat up from work and shit. I used to fall asleep around like 11, like 10, 11, and I never got to it.
I honestly don't know why I stopped. Like I don't remember. Maybe it was like a season finale thing. I just never got back. I really don't remember, but I want to go back and watch that.
Well, it's kind of like Walking Dead. I lost track of that too. Like I was a hardcore like every Sunday. As soon as it started, then it just something happened where I stopped watching it. Then it just got used to it, forgot about it, And I'm so far behind on that too.
What
So.
was it? Season 5, I want to say, when they were basically every episode was like Lord of the Rings. All they did was walk.
Yeah. It's like less zombies, more seasons of ghosts. It's like
Yeah.
no zombies. It's more like inner politics.
And like I can
Oh,
understand
shit.
trying to do like a deep dive into certain characters, so like, hey, this is your background, or like they reveal something about themselves. But it's The Walking Dead. You know that most of the people are gonna end up dead like within a few episodes.
Yeah.
Why are you wasting our fucking time with this?
That's
So-
why I like the beginning. It's like where they had to go out and scavenge for food, take those
Yep.
risks, go into the drugstores, and then all that shit just disappeared. Now the zombies are just walking around and they're just blending in with them, walking with them, because they put their guts on them and all that shit.
Yeah.
So, guys,
That's,
what was I gonna say? I know we do bring this up here and there, like certain movies that would make good TV series. Obviously, Psycho did it right with Bates Motel.
yeah.
What is one horror movie, and Henry or whoever else is watching, what is one horror movie off the top of your head? I know it's a tough question to think of, but just off the top of your head, what's one horror movie that you think would make a fun series? Let's just say, because this was on Netflix, let's just say Netflix series or Prime, you know what I mean? Like a series like that. Let's say a streaming series, because they can do a little bit more than they could if it's on regular TV. So let's say a streaming series.
So it's gonna have to be a movie where there's a character you want to know how they got there. It's like you want to build up for it, like they did with the Bates Motel. They're like, yo, how this motherfucker end up like this and lose his mind, kill his mother and all that shit, and talks like her.
Henry said Land of the Dead.
Huh.
Yeah, you know what? Because that entire series is essentially like what works its way up like a TV show. Yes, there's a few gaps missing here and there, but that would be an excellent choice. Because I'm looking through my list of like previously seen films here, and I'm not seeing anything better than that.
I'm trying to think. Wow, this is hard. Like the only one that like, would you do one if they did it on Halloween?
Yeah. I think those type of movies, I honestly think those type of movies, the slasher type of movies would work. And I say that because there's such a buildup. There's such a buildup you can do. Like, as far as when Michael Myers is a kid, you can kind of do, that first kill and then kind of maybe a couple things. The Crow.
I would watch the Crow series.
They already made one before, I'm pretty sure.
Did they really?
Seen
yeah, it was back in like the mid-90s.
Damn.
I mean, it is on the wheel though. It is. I believe it's on this.
Oh yeah,
because it's like,
yeah. I put the Crow on the wheel.
Yeah, it's on the wheel, so hopefully that comes up soon. But yeah, Halloween would work. I mean, there's rumors of a Child's Play one, which I think would be freaking great.
Oh, that's already greenlit and everything. Yeah,
I'm waiting for that.
Also, I think that could be fucking badass. Or I think that could really be badass.
The one that they were talking about, the American Psycho one, the Saw one. I again, like you explained it a lot better. That how they could do the Saw one, going to each character and kind of building that up.
Oh yeah.
But Puppet Master would be another fun one.
You know what? Yeah, that would be. Like I agree with the Halloween one. Okay. I feel like it would have to be a smaller, 6-episode run per season or whatever. But
I got one for you,
Henry. Really quick, what's your favorite movie of all time, Henry? The Crow. I gotta see that. I really gotta see that.
The Crow is really good.
I might have it sooner than fucking waiting for the wheel to pick it.
So here's one that people talked about before, and they're begging Netflix to do it.
I'm listening.
13 Ghosts.
Yes. I was gonna fucking say that. And I mean, as far as for the first 13 episodes, yeah, Henry. So Henry said The Crow is his favorite movie of all time.
Oh wow.
It was Two Girls, One Cup, but I guess I was wrong. I don't know as well as I thought. But with the 13 Ghosts, I mean, the first season can be 13 episodes. You can see how each ghost became the ghost. You see them as the ghost in the very beginning of the episode, then there's like a flashback of their life and what got them to that situation. That's the first season. Second season, when people start going and exploring the house and all that other shit that happened in that movie. I forgot what happened exactly, but
that would be a good one. I would watch that.
I agree with Henry. It is.
No, it is.
Overrated.
They need to make it darker. It had like a little like Disney took played part of it a little bit.
Besides the,
Have you seen the original? Is my question though, because I haven't seen the original one, just the newest one or
What
newer
do you
one.
mean? There's an original 13 Ghosts?
Yeah, it's like a William Castle one, I think.
are you sure?
I did not know that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on Shudder. Well, at least my Shudder.
What?
Here, let me just.
Son of a bitch! I never knew that.
13 Ghosts.
Shudder right there.
No, I just think you want to know what it is. The ghost in it seemed really badass. Like the fucking was it the Juggernaut, the Jackal? I wanted to know more about those.
Yeah,
You know
13 Ghosts,
no.
directed by William Castle in 1960.
Holy shit!
You know
Damn,
what?
I'm about to check that out now. Fuck, I might watch it tomorrow.
Shit, that might have to go on the fucking wheel.
But yeah, no, I see what
you're
you're saying. I really was into the fucking the ghost though. That's what I'm getting at. I'm like, yo, I want to know how the fuck this thing became the Jackal. I want to know this shit.
That and James, that's why I'm saying, yeah, 13 Ghosts.
But the story itself was corny. You're right. It kind of had like
this
Resident
is
Evil with the laser fucking
now, guys.
people are getting cut in half by glass and lasers and shit. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Cool.
Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I can't think of I'm sure there's a million. It's just I blink out. It's one of those things like you're under pressure. Someone says, "Hey, what's this?" And you're like, your whole mind blanks of every movie you ever watched.
No, exactly, and that's the thing too. Like I was going through my list there, and like I see like, oh look, Army of Darkness. No, they have Ash versus Evil Dead. Oh, Exorcist. Oh no, they already did that. The Purge, they did that too. Like a lot of them have already been done, and they did good. So if you're gonna really think about it, they can do it with anything.
Yeah.
It'll be kind of, but would it be weird if they did it for Friday the 13th?
No. Hell no. They could
like Jason as a boy, they're in the camp, and you're seeing all these camp concerts.
Yeah,
Stupid
because
as shit.
the build up, they could do episodes with his mother. They could do episodes where they're just talking. Like you can do a full fucking half hour to an hour episode of them just talking about the mythos of Jason, like the legend of Jason Voorhees.
The legend of Jason Voorhees, and then the killer for the first season is still the mom, but you don't figure that out till the end.
Yeah,
the end.
Yeah.
You know what? That one Friday the 13th series, I really thought they did it for Jason. I was like, there's gonna be a fucking thing about Jason. It was a whole different thing. It was people going around collecting cursed items. You know that show was good. I liked it.
The Friday the Third or Nightmare on Elm Street one.
There was a Nightmare on Elm Street one too.
Yeah, it was
Where the fuck was I? Under a
literally
rock?
one episode. I think it was called Freddy's Nightmares, but literally one episode was about Robert Englund, Freddy Krueger, and I believe it was like his court date or some shit like that. So it was like him being sentenced to lethal injection or some shit. I can't really remember. It's been so many years since I've seen it. And he ends up getting off scot-free. So that's when he gets burnt alive, right?
They pound people.
Exactly. But Freddy Krueger or Robert Englund is in each episode. He's kind of like the guy who does the intro to each segment.
Nice.
But he's like full Freddy makeup and everything. And
oh shit. Okay.
Oh yeah. Like when you ever see like the memes where he's doing something weird that you haven't seen in the movies, definitely from that series, like him playing with the guitar and he's like jumping up and down.
Oh,
that's what that's from. Yeah,
I gotta find that. I want to see that. But I feel like slasher series like Friday the 13th would work. I feel like Texas Chainsaw Massacre would work.
Yeah, there's a lot. Like I said, I was just blanking out. You can name a lot. They can do it with.
Movie. Yeah, there's a lot of movies that would work. Like I said, fucking Puppet Master, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Those silly movies would probably be amazing as a series. I would love to see damn near a lot. There's a lot.
There's a lot.
There's a fucking ton.
So we got to spin a wheel, then we'll get back into talking about the original one now.
Yeah. Let's do that.
All right.
Make the wheel bigger though. Oh, that's me. Hey, it's Aaron. He's so awesome.
Yeah, I think his lips are moving.
All right, let's see if it lands on a movie that was just put on wheel like a week ago.
Oh yeah, did you shuffle it?
Oh yeah, shuffle it. Good idea. There you go.
I just did that 10 times. Should I do it? Let's go. Please be something I've never seen before.
Phantasm.
Two Girls, One Cup. Oh, I see.
Brightburn.
No. Thank God.
Maybe Brightburn. Oh shit!
Is it Brightburn?
It's Brightburn.
It is.
Oh shit!
I'm excited. I've never seen this shit before, and
Me either.
we may have
You
another.
never seen it?
No.
Oh shit!
Tuesday.
So basically, guys,
Another guess on this one.
not a spoiler or anything. This is basically a movie if Superman went evil.
Yeah.
And peed on people.
Yep. There's
Like-
a couple scenes he peed on him. He flies to R. Kelly's house and R. Kelly teaches him how to do it.
Brightburn sounds like an STD.
I like the movie, honestly. I was like, this is a twist right here. This movie was
Fucked up.
yeah. It's pretty crazy.
Nice. I'm excited.
Like I said, I don't want to give it away. You gotta watch it, then we'll talk about it because I don't want to spoil anything for you.
I know he's supposed to be like an evil Superman, or something like that. But I do want to see it, and I believe Joe put this on the wheel. I'm not sure, but Joe and
That's cool.
less words.
I totally forgot about it because I told you when we were at work, like I don't know if it was a year ago or when it first came out and I seen it. I was like, "Yo, Aaron, you watched Brightburn yet?" And you're like, "No, I'm going to." And it's one of those things you just lose track. You never got to it. But I mentioned it a few times. I was like, "Yo, you gotta watch that one." But that's cool though.
Yeah, I'm excited for that shit. I'm very excited for that shit because that's something I wanted to see. So I'll probably watch that Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, same here.
Not sure yet because I got other movies. Really quick, I guess I'll show you guys really quick what movies we are doing on Saturday. The Manchurian Candidate.
Oh, shit. I gotta watch those tomorrow.
Yep, and Shutter Island. I'm excited for him. I've seen The Manchurian Candidate before.
I've seen Shutter Island.
I've never seen Shutter Island, but so tomorrow after work, the wife and I are gonna watch Shutter Island, and Saturday I'm gonna watch the other one. They're both 2-hour movies, like 2 hours and like 10 minutes each.
Yeah.
So yeah,
They're long ones.
It's a commitment.
Yep, it is.
I'm sure they're both good because I know Leonardo DiCaprio is a good actor, and we all know Denzel's a good actor as well. So we'll be in for some good movies. It's kind of funny because I mentioned this on Popcorn and Pints, I believe, Saturday, that last weekend we had 2 comedy movies. This weekend we have like 2 serious movies. Like, what the fuck is next? We're gonna at some point we're gonna get like a real serious movie and like a really fucked up comedy, and I can't wait for. Those are the ones I can't wait for. It's gonna be a movie that's gonna really make you like think like, holy shit. Actually, we got one kind of sort of with Kick-Ass and Requiem of a Dream. Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah, that was total opposites.
But more of a comedy than Kick-Ass was. But yeah, you're right. That's got that. So we can dive into the original, really quick before I finish my song. So you want to go to the final ratings of the remake? The buttholes? How many buttholes?
I'm going to stick with my score.
7 buttholes?
Or no, 6. It was 6.
Yeah, mine was 6.5, but I'll stick with mine as well.
I'm going to stay with my 7.5 buttholes. And let's jump into, how many would you give the OG one, or how many R. Kelly's?
All right, so I'll go first on this one, I guess. So this one, just because it's the classic, the original, the one I'm more familiar with, even though, like I said, the other one was like almost word for word. The iconic shower scene.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the black and white. It has a different feel to it.
It does.
So this one, of course, I do like it better. I'm going to give it 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Henry,
like I said, it's basically the same shit you're going to say about the remake. It's like still word for word, but
basically,
it's a good movie. Fucking crazy shit.
Henry, basically, for the why buttholes question, in the remake, you see Anne Heche's butthole in the movie.
She tips over and butthole.
Yep, you see her butthole. And I know you're a man that appreciates something like that, so that's why we're mentioning this.
You want to blow it in and make that sound like you do on a soda bottle? No, that. Ooh, no, the.
Oh.
Ooh,
Ooh,
ooh.
into it.
No,
Bullshit.
seriously, you do.
No, you really do.
You really do. Watch it.
There's a song about it and everything, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
I swear to you, if I could pull up the song and I know there was no copyright bullshit, I'd play it, but I can't.
I don't even think there's any copyright on it, but it's like, don't take the chance either.
Yeah, you don't want to take the chance. Exactly. The person that created it was like, yo, what the hell, man?
See this? Like this is the shit I have to deal with, guys. This is my brother right here. Like you see the whole balloon knot.
Oh man.
Depends on your angle.
Yeah, I guess.
Basically.
Maybe if you pause it and you really look, maybe, but no, you do see the butthole. Weird, like you didn't expect it because, like, through the whole movie, like you thought they're going to show like boob scenes all over the place, but then they're like, nah, nope, you're not getting. No, we're not going to throw that in this movie. But then they have her where you almost see butthole and you almost see basically cooch. You know,
Yeah, you get
the vag, like so. It's almost, man. I'll do like lunch break. Yeah, look up the movie. Just fast forward to the shout to that part, right? But
you about to do something. He's gonna violate himself, right? He's gonna look
and where he's like, "Excuse me, I have to go take a walk really quick." But yeah, yeah, like the black and white, like yeah.
He's gonna beat his meat and then make himself a sandwich after. Like, damn, baby, that was good. Oh shit! Go ahead. Sorry, James. What were you saying?
No, it's all right. No, I'll just finish up my thing. I was like, yeah, the original. It just had a better feel to me. I like the black and white. It's just back then in those movies, it's like for what they had, it was well done. Even though like the blood, like you said, like every movie back then used the fucking Hershey syrup type shit. But
disgusting.
Yeah, it's fun. I like the camera shots and everything. Except for the one that made me laugh.
You shouldn't be masturbating and eating your lunch at the same time. That's weird.
Hey, some people, yeah.
I know you're trying
some people eating shit at the same time, man.
He's done that before. I'm no bullshit. Quick story time. Ding, 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 ding. Story from the past. So we were at my mom's house, and I think we were about 15, 16 years old, just chilling, whatever, having lunch, and like a ham sandwich with chips or whatever. This motherfucker's I gotta take a shit. He takes the sandwich with him.
Yeah, see?
Eat the sandwich as he's shitting. That's terrible.
As long as you, I guess as long as you don't flush or you don't wipe while you're holding the sandwich still or something, you know?
Why else were we born between? I don't think that's the reason. If I mean, that's it's kind of a valid reason, but I don't think that's like the reason why. Like everything.
Now, Henry, when you took a shit, did you straddle the table opposite so you can use the top tank for a table?
I think he just had it in his hand. And then,
it's like that South Park episode.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
This is now that in his teenage years, I get it. He was an adolescent. He didn't know any better. He did this shit in his adult life.
Well, hey. Anton.
On the phone, eating a sandwich. That's talent. Now he should have. Now listen to this. So a couple years ago, this is before he moved up to Colorado. A couple years ago, it was myself, my wife Frances, his wife Serene, and Henry, of course. We were going fishing one night. We had pizza. We actually had pizza delivered to where we were at, the park, like the little park thing we were at. This motherfucker's like, I'll be back, guys. I gotta pee. He goes to the pizza box, grabs a slice of pizza, and he goes and eating the pizza while he goes to take a piss. Like, he went out of his way to grab a slice of pizza. He could have just went and took his piss and then came back and grabbed a slice of pizza. But he's eating his pizza as he's peeing.
Hey, you're hungry, man.
Like that okay is not as bad because you're not as close to the bowl. But like if you're taking a dump and you're eating, there's no. Sorry, no. I think he stopped this because he has children now, so he's trying to be a better man. But I don't.
Nah, he probably still doesn't.
I'm a little concerned. I'm not doing this to embarrass him. I'm doing this because.
Why did it mess up the taste of your sandwich? What about if you really blew up the toilet? It has that smell, and you're chewing. You go, what's that taste?
But you weren't fishing. You were motherfucker. You weren't fishing. You were pissing. It was pissing in pizza.
Oh man,
Okay.
Yeah.
this is too much.
All
Here.
right. Who was talking about the movie?
Oh yeah, so
I knew that was
okay,
coming, too.
I was finishing up about the camera shots. The one that made me laugh is the detective that gets stabbed on the stairs. He's falling like he's running down backwards.
Yeah.
That made me laugh. I was like, you get stabbed. I was expecting like the fall and doing the backflips down the stairs.
Yeah. Like
This dude is just basically fast forward, walk down the stairs.
you
Well,
know.
it's okay.
Like,
Did you see the one in the remake?
yeah, it's very, yeah.
No, it's just like,
Yeah,
and then like the background was like moving.
Yeah, it was hilarious. That made me laugh. I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
What I liked about that in the remake is the remake kind of did it maybe a little more dramatic and silly, but it still did it. Like it didn't try to fix that issue with it. It was like, fuck it, it's in the movie, we got to do it.
Even the iconic shower scene, the stabbing, it was like over stabbed, and they're like, They turn around, get my back, Then they turn back around, and you're like, you don't see no blood until the end. It's like you see a perfect line that looks like a red marker.
You know, I like now really quick. You know, what I like about that scene is the stabbing scenes look very similar with the blood droplets, and then how they showed, which Henry's gonna love this part, the feet in both movies.
Oh yeah, a lot
Like
of feet.
the top of her feet when she's getting stabbed, and then when she's laying down in the water or in the shower, or whatever, you see the bottom of her feet and her toes and all that.
Yeah, they're showing the blood going,
and you see that in both movies.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like I said, they basically tried to copy almost.
Yeah, they just added
exact, you know?
That's they added a butthole.
Except they added a butthole.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Kyle, what do you think?
Absolute classic. I've seen it. I don't know how many times at this point, but I love it. I've always enjoyed it. Every iteration of it, I guess, to this point. I used to not like the remake, but watching it with adult eyes, as Aaron would say, like you have a better respect for the actors. The fact that they had enough respect to take this movie and go, you know what, it's perfect as is. Let's just modernize it a little bit, and we're good to go.
Yeah,
to me, I'm not going to say a perfect 10 because there's no such thing as of yet. So 9.5.
All right.
I'm gonna give it an 8. Like I said, my ratings are gonna be very close to each other. I just like this because the classic black and white. Like, there's just something about black and white movies that I feel is at least a 6 for me, almost like an automatic 6. Like black and white is almost like the cheat code, especially if it fits the movie. Like for this type of movie, it fit it fucking perfectly. For fucking going back to Rafifi and the fit it fucking perfectly. It's just one of those things to where Frankenstein, yes, fit it fucking perfectly. What was the zombie movie? Night of the Living Dead.
Oh yeah, Night of the Living Dead. Yeah. Like
it's just done so beautifully, and like I don't mind the cheesiness, like the lightning sound,
the over dramatic storm,
the fucking dramatic storm, the wind, like all that shit, the clouds, because it just works for this. It feels comfortable. It's like, this is nice. This is so fucking nice. It's awesome.
Yep.
It reminds me of like watching The Munsters or watching I Dream of Jeannie or Bewitched or what was it? I Love Lucy with Henry's dad, Ricky Ricardo. Like stuff like that. It reminds me of shit like that, like in black and white. It's like that good fun feeling watching Nick at Night. Like these are shows that my parents watch, but they're fucking hilarious. I'm watching these as a kid and enjoying them. And that's what I got from this movie. Like black and white movies, I just automatically love them.
Yeah, they're good. You definitely got to start watching more, especially the classics. You got to watch like Dracula.
Yeah, I need to watch the Universal
Mummy and shit. Yeah,
maybe I'll
Universal
watch
Monsters
as well. I was thinking about that earlier today, actually.
Oh.
But
yeah, no, there's a lot of like on top of the Universal monsters. There's a few of them like Phantom of the Opera. Yes, it's black and white. It's a silent film, but it's fantastic. Some of the scenes in there are just so beautiful. Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah, Creature of the Black Lagoon. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fantastic too. Actually, that was my first introduction to the Universal monsters. Like everybody knows vampires and shit like that, but the actual movies, that was the first one that I seen walking into my teacher's classroom one day, and I'm like, what the fuck's this?
Nice.
and just like fell in love with them.
Have a good one, Henry.
And
Good night.
bye. Have a good one.
See you later, Gene.
Checked out. I hope they're both good. But yeah, these were again, I love how close they were.
Yeah, I was shocked. Like it was
Like for a remake.
like I said, the first time I ever seen that. It was crazy.
Yeah, no, it was
and I
definitely
see a lot
unique.
of remakes. Yeah, it was unique.
And I actually like this matchup. Like, I wouldn't mind doing something like this again. Like, I was thinking of another thing I was doing was another movie I was thinking of was Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and then the 2003 remake, the original remake of that. I actually like the remake better, but
Is there more than one remake though?
well, no,
they're making another one.
prequels.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, there's a prequels to the remake, and the Texas Chainsaw 3D, I think, was a sequel or like a direct sequel to the original one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. Yeah, it's kind of all over the place.
I
Kind of
gotta
like the Halloween franchise.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me though for whatever reason, just because I'm like, whatever, the story's similar. Fuck it, I don't care. It's a movie. I don't give a fuck. It's so cool. There's some cool kills. I'm good. That's how I get sometimes. And then sometimes it's like, oh fuck, son of a bitch, how they fuck this shit up? Oh gosh, I'm still gonna watch it. Fuck it. I'm here now. I got something to talk shit
And
about.
actually, another Hitchcock. Isn't there a remake for Rear Window? Was there another one?
I don't know. Hold on, let me look that up.
I could be wrong, but I thought there was. I thought there was a more modern.
There's Disturbia, which is kind of like it takes from it.
No, I think it was actually one I'm thinking of. I think it was actually called Rear Window.
I'll check right now.
It could be a different movie.
1998. Let's see here. Modern remake of Rear Window, in which the lead character is paralyzed and lives in a high-tech home filled with assistive technology, which is actually Christopher Reeve, who's the
Superman.
The guy who was paralyzed, which he was already paralyzed at that time. So,
okay.
No irony there. He was specifically chosen for that role.
Well, there you go. So that's another Hitchcock movie.
Wow.
They did it. So
yeah, I'm gonna have to watch more Hitchcock movies and shit. I'm just gonna have to watch more.
Yeah, I noticed. I looked up. I was like, because I was watching this, and I looked it up. I was like, I wonder how many Hitchcock movies did I see altogether? Because in my head, The Birds, Rear Window, and Psycho. I was like, what other ones? Maybe because sometimes I blank out directors and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was West by Northwest or North by Northwest.
Yeah, I never seen it.
Yep.
Every other movie I never seen. He has so many.
He does.
And from different years too, like every fucking decade, like until he died. It was like fucking, you got 60s, 70s, basically mainly 60s and 70s. Lot of fucking movies though.
Yeah. One thing, if you guys are interested in it, there's also a podcast called Inside Psycho. And it gives you like the background, the history. It's kind of like a teleplay, or I guess a podcast play to a degree. And it gives you the history. It starts with like the whole Ed Gein thing and moves on to the guy who wrote the original book, and then moves on to Hitchcock, who purchases the book, like lowballs Buddy, and then that's the story of how everything progressed for that film.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Me and Aaron used to listen to a podcast of true crimes. Remember?
Yeah.
True crimes all the time, or something like that.
Yep, I still do here and there.
They talk about like all the serial killers.
You know what it is though. Like a lot of podcasts I used to listen to, like at work or on my way to work or from work. I don't listen to them as much, which I kind of wish I did. But if they don't have like a YouTube, I don't listen, because I like just pulling up YouTube, and the reason why, because I like. Not just because I'm doing the visuals with this stuff now, I love it, but I just like to like have something playing, kind of glance up at it here and there, because sometimes there's certain things. Actually, I'll say all the time, but there's certain things that when you're watching it, if it's funny content, you watch it and you laugh harder when you're watching it than when you're just listening to it. Because when you listen to it, you hear it and you're like, yeah, it can be funny as fuck. You'll laugh, whatever. But when you're watching it, it's like you're seeing the reactions, you're seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it brings a whole new level to it, right?
Yeah.
It's bringing it to a whole new level, like a different feeling of it, because it's like you're almost there, like you're almost sitting with us. Like the people that are watching us now are just sitting with us, like, "What's up, people? Hey, give me a high five." Psh. But
Yeah.
it's so much more entertaining for me. Both ways I do enjoy still, but it's just more entertaining for me. Because again, you get those visuals of just to see the facial expressions, to see the little funny gifs or whatever they pop up. If they pop up something on the screen, whatever the case may be, and that's what I get from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's why I'll see what I can do, people, with these podcasts. Listen to them more. They are very entertaining. It's just again, I'm a watch, listen type of person right now. But shit. So final ratings on the original, because they're basically the same movies for the most part.
Yeah. Mine's an 8. Oh.
Yeah.
Same here. I'm sticking with my 8.
Still 9.5 for me.
And that's good though. Like this is one where, from what I can think of, for what I'd give ratings for, which I wouldn't mind doing the pretext time after the movies, maybe I'll throw them on the wheel. But the remake and the original, these are like the closest ratings I think that I would have, because it's either one's way better than the other.
Yep.
Yeah.
These are very, like, to me, they're only half a point away.
Yeah, because most films are either like too similar to, in the sense like, yeah, you took the storyline and like the big scenes and reenacted them to a certain degree,
But
or they're like so far away, like Chucky, we'll say, or Child's Play. Because like, and then that's like, yes, it's a doll, but it's an animatronic in this one, and then the other one it's possessed by the serial killer.
Yep.
So it's like, but that they both went their own separate ways, right? But like, it gives you the ability to, you know, what? Yeah, obviously the original is going to be better than the new one, because, you know, this is what you either grew up with or you enjoy, or you know how the storylines falls through with this one as opposed to the new one. And you can be pissed off like that they're making a new one, but you can't say that it wasn't any good because it did its own thing, right? But yeah, anyways.
Yeah. I prefer the original, by the way, of that. I like the old supernatural part of it.
Yeah, and that's still going too, so it's even makes it even better.
Yeah,
like
like the newer one. I get it. Like, it's more modern. Like, they can do this shit. There's like robots right now. They're doing interviews with. They're like, so the fucking how it is. I've seen a couple clips of someone interviewing a real robot, and it answers them like it's a person sitting there. It's fucking insane. Like, so I can see that you fucking put a serial killer chip in there or something, and it just starts fucking murdering people. Well, hey, that's how they're trying to scare the people of today. Technology is going to turn into Terminator shit.
That's true.
All right, so we just wrapped up Psycho and Psycho from 1960 and 1998. Next Tuesday we are doing Brightburn, which I'm excited for this. I've never seen this before. I think it's going to be fucking awesome, badass, and fun.
Yeah, it is. It's a good one. It's fun.
And Saturday on Popcorn and Pints, we are reviewing these two movies, which I'm excited for as well. And yeah, this is a fun one. This is another fun one. I'm hoping by next Tuesday I'll have more movies to watch, which I probably will, than just, the ones that we're reviewing for Tuesday show and for also next Thursdays. But we'll see what happens.
You got a few extra days. You're good.
Yeah,
very true. I think that's the toughest part with the Tuesday and the Thursdays, because you only have that 1 day turnaround. So it's like, fuck, Wednesday. I don't ever want to watch the movies too early. For me, I guess a day early wouldn't be bad to do. It would probably make sense. So I don't have to rush it.
That's what I usually do the day before.
Maybe I could start doing that. I don't know. We'll see.
Except today. I actually watched them today. Usually I do it the day before.
Yeah, I watched them both today too. Like literally
Me too.
back to back.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'll see. Because with Popcorn,
that's the thing, that we knew that they were kind of like shot for shot remakes too. So we wanted to make sure that we saw them like fairly close together.
Yeah.
Just so because everything's fresh in our mind from the original to the new one. Right?
Exactly. That's why I did it.
Honestly, if I had enough screens to, I could have watched the original and the remake at the same exact time. And
you basically could with this one. They went word for word.
And basically get the same. Overall, you're going to get the same thing. There's going to be different verbiage. There's going to be different shit here and there, small shit, but you're basically going to get the same thing, just more modernized.
And actually, my wife said that. She's like, "Didn't you just watch this movie?" Because she heard the certain phrases. It's like, no, this is the remake, and they're going word for word. I was like, it's pretty crazy. It was cool. Well, yeah. So does that? We're wrapping it up.
I will say this:
stamp of approval, definitely.
Gives the stamp of approval. Definitely fucking gets it. Both of these movies, because they're both very good fucking movies. If you haven't seen them, I highly recommend watching them both. I will not say you're not a horror fan if you've never seen them before, because that's just a stupid thing to say.
No, absolutely. Everybody starts somewhere different, right?
Exactly.
There's not a list of like pre-qualified films you need to watch. No, it's if you like Nightmare on Elm Street and you've never seen Friday the 13th, whatever, that's something new for you to watch later on. Exactly. Like, come on.
So all these classics when I seen them because I want to believe it was my uncle. He had them all, and he was like, "Oh, you ever see this one?" So I got the Dracula, Frankenstein, Psycho, all the cult classic type shit I seen. So yeah, to me, it is a shock though, because you've seen these, and because they're cult classics, you're like, you think everybody started there, like at some point seen one of these because it's a major movie. So you're like, when you saw it here, you're like, wait a minute, you never seen Psycho? Wait, you never seen Dracula, the original?
I agree with that. I agree with that 1,000,000%. But I feel like that's with any genre of movie or anything, and I say that because it's like, oh shit, you've never seen. Like for me, for example. This past
all right, I'm sorry to interrupt there. I gotta jet though.
Okay, man.
All right, have a good one, guys.
There we go. Have a good one.
Thanks for stopping by. Talk to you soon, man.
Thanks for having me.
Go check out So Good It's Scary on Facebook right now. Give that a like, give that a follow. But what was I saying?
About the classics, like you're saying there's other genres too. Like you had a movie in your head.
Fuck. Shit. What did you say last? Damn it. I had it. I forgot.
You were going to bring up another movie.
About what, though?
Like another genre of a true fan, if you never seen. Like I said, I started off with Dracula, so it's kind of weird when someone says, no, I never seen Psycho.
Oh, yeah. Like, for me, I just seen, what was the movie we just, Die Hard.
Oh yeah, you never seen that? It's shocking. You're like, you never seen Die Hard?
And some people I've still never seen the Godfather movies, any of them.
That a lot of people like, especially the older generation, will like, you never seen Godfather.
I get it, but again, nobody that was older than me, I say like one of my OGs, have never showed me that film to where.
You want to know how the Godfather is? It's basically, in some people, feels like if you never seen the Godfather. It's like you never became a man yet. It's like one of those things. Like, you want to become a man, you got to watch The Godfather.
I mean, I'm willing to watch it.
If you're into mobster movies,
I am.
It's a good movie to watch. And Scarface. You ever see Scarface?
Oh shit!
Okay.
My little friend.
Yeah. So they're the top, like two fucking mob movies.
You know what it is though, James. And I think it's similar to you. I'm not going to say it's the exact same with you. It's so much easier to watch the movies that are on the wheel when the wheel picks the movie, because you don't have to think of the movie to watch.
You don't have to think about it, exactly. Because there's so many movies out there. And then your mind blinks. You're like, I'm going to watch a movie.
And on top
he's like, I don't know what to watch.
Like, we have to watch. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah,
we're reviewing this movie fucking Tuesday or Thursday, so we have to, or Saturday, movies. We have to watch these movies and fucking tell you guys how we think about them. Like, this is.
I love the part of that because it gives me more movies like other I would never seen. So
yeah, like for me, basically, you could say I watched the same movie one movie back to back, but this is two movies I've never seen the original.
Yeah, you're getting lucky on that. You're laying on shit that you never seen. Like a lot of movies are like, okay, I've seen that one. Like there was a couple like I never seen this one.
But
like the Blue Sunshine and shit. But
the thing I'm loving about this though, man, is like by the time this year's up, we're gonna probably see over 100 movies new
Oh yeah, definitely.
before this year, and I think that type of stuff is dope. And other people that watch this show and that are fans of this show are gonna be like, "Oh shit, there's these movies out too," and it's gonna put other people onto these films. Some that are fucking amazing, some that may be terrible, but I feel like every single film that we watch, that somebody will go back and watch the actual movie and review it for themselves. I feel like every single movie that we watched and reviewed will have at least one fan.
Oh yeah.
From like listening to our review and like, oh shit, I should go check it out. And I think that's cool about it. Like that's something that I do take into mind and take into context. Like when I'm like, say if I'm listening to a certain podcast or whatever, and they're reviewing a certain movie, and I go back and watch that movie, and say it's a movie that I may not have created for before, but they're saying positive things about it. I'm like, oh shit, this is what's going on in this. Boom, 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 boom. Similar to Dry Blood when we had Kelton on.
Yeah.
Like certain things that he was telling us, I was like, oh shit, which we both did enjoy the movie, but I was like, oh shit, that makes the movie even better now.
Yeah, because we had our own like what's going down.
Yeah.
But then he tells like because he was in it, and the director, he was like, no, it's actually this is what happened, and you're like, wait a minute, what? And then it makes you want to like, are you fucking kidding me? Then it puts a whole new spin on it.
Exactly.
And you want to go watch it again to see if you see what they're saying. So yeah, it's it's true. You're right. There's at least one person who's going to be like, watch this, and they're going to be like, I never seen Psycho. I'm going to definitely check this out now.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah. And I like that I like doing that for people though, because people have done it for me. Like I like when someone's like, oh shit, I've never fucking seen this movie before.
Like Kyle, like that Bloody Hell. I never heard of it, and I'm glad I watched it. It was entertaining.
I haven't watched it. I think I put it on the wheel, but I haven't watched it yet.
It's entertaining.
That's good to know, though. That's very good to know. But really quick, let me just pull up our final thoughts on the movie. Are you?
I'm good. I think I said everything. Both movies, they went like I give the thumbs up more on the original just because of better feel.
Yeah.
But the movies are basically similar. They went like almost like basically word for word. It's just the scenes a little bit different, but kind of the dialogue is like almost the exact, like 99%. But so yeah, both good because remake was good.
Oh, I agree. And I'm with you. I'm sticking with my rating 7.5 and an 8. 7.5 for the remake. Yeah.
I gave it 6 and 8 just because it was a 2-point jump for me because the original is just, to me, it had a better feel. Like I said, the black and white.
The black and white does it for you, especially
it's like
rain and shit because it's darker, it's gritty.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's just I was like felt more into it.
Like I said earlier, for me, this is just for me, people, not for anybody else. For me, Sir Sturdy, it's like a cheat code because you're automatically hooked because it's, for me, I'm automatically hooked because it's in black and white. And again, it brings me, yes, there was, everything was in color when we were children because I'm only 35. I was born in 85. But there were shows that we could watch that were in black and white, and they just seem a little more special than the shows that were in color to me. And it gets always stuck with me like that from shows to movies and shit. Why? I don't know. It's just like something that's just like so something about it, so original. So
I think it's more simple.
Yeah,
it's like it told the story, but they didn't have like the newer movies today. Like it's so much going on where your eyes are constantly looking over so you don't miss nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So much shit going on in the background and everything. They try to
exactly
put everything in it.
For example, perfect example. Both of our backgrounds. Your background is very like it's nice, it's elegant, it's quiet.
Yeah.
Very spooky. Very spooky. Mine is more colorful and vibrant and loud. Chilling with the bloody hand over here, but not as spooky and dark as yours and like uninviting. But at the same time, very elegant, like a beautiful master art piece. Both of them are. And that's what I think is dope about it. Yes, I know one of these covers, this cover here is the OG cover. This is the new cover, but this is like the new look versus what you have over here is like the OG look, which they just look, it looks great together in my opinion. Like it's just beautiful, vibrant. We're going to be doing this more with these backgrounds, people. I'll tell you that right now. doing more. But yeah, man, I really enjoyed this, and I'm excited for Brightburn. That's something I've never seen before. So again, that's another reason why I love these fucking wheels, is because I watch so much shit that I've never ever seen before, and I'm gonna say a lot of it, actually, for both. I say a lot of it is stuff I've never heard of. A lot of it is stuff that I thought of and wanted to watch, but just never pulled the trigger, so to speak.
Yeah, especially because this is like more of a newer one. I think this came out a couple years ago.
Yeah, maybe 3-4
So
years.
our normal thing is like older movies we usually have going, like the newer shit never usually pops up.
I'll say for the most part, nothing in theaters for the most part.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
so
because,
Brightburn might be besides The Conjuring, that was like a theater, but that came out a while ago though.
Yeah. The Conjuring.
Yeah. So, but Brightburn's like the most recent, I can say, that we did.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be fun.
I'm sure we'll be doing some. Eventually, we'll be doing something that dropped from theaters, possibly this year. Hopefully, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because why not? And yes, they will be spoilers. Spoiler: all these movies will be spoilers. So, if you want to watch the movie before you listen to this episode, you should definitely do that, because I'm gonna spoil it. But
like for Henry, Ian Hage's butthole.
Yeah, he's gonna.
But then there's a spin on it, because now he definitely wants to see the movie.
Oh, he's gonna watch break. We know that. He already said it. He knows he's doing.
Or how did he put it? Was it the whole full the knotted balloon?
Balloon knot.
Balloon knot? That's hilarious.
Yeah. That's Henry for you, man. That's Henry for you. Yeah. But yeah, people, I guess we can wrap it up. Let me pull up the boom. Live shows Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9:00 Eastern time. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch live, or you can listen to it later on Spotify. And Popcorn and Pints live show Saturday night, 9:00 Eastern time. Tune in for both shows. You'll have such a great time. Lots of laughs, all that other stuff. Have a drink with us, have a smoke with us, everything, all that good stuff, and have some great fun watching both of these shows and other shows connected to this network, friends of the shows, all that good stuff. Again, we will be doing these two movies on Saturday night, 9:00 Eastern time. And we'll be doing Brightburn Tuesday, 9:00 Eastern time. So please tune in for that. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. James, you got anything you want to say to the people?
Well, thanks for watching, and see you next time.
Yes, see you next time. And as always, I'll see you in your nightmares. Don't challenge me to putting R. Kelly's in these episodes, because I'm going to keep doing it. Challenge accepted. Who challenged me? Me.